Welcome to KlassPM. Today we are going to discuss one more topic, is the statistics. Here we are going to discuss some important problems based on your public examination in the 10th state board. I'm giving some important problems you should practice to get good marks. So here in the statistics, how we are having the questions, how can we solve that, how can we arrange in the tabular form by the given data. We need to understand the question and arrangement of the table is mandatory. Then we have some formulas. By using the formulas we can solve the calculations. So we will check first in the question. First one we are having here, a survey was conducted by a group of students as a part of their environment awareness program, in which they collected the following data regarding the number of plants in 20 houses in a locality. Find the mean number of the plants per house. So he is given the data. I'm arranging here. He's given the data. I'm writing in the tabular formation. So in the first column he given houses and plants. So houses are 0 to 2, having some plants. First I'm writing that all data, particular details for our calculations. So he given 7 columns. Here I'm taking 0 to 2 and 2 to 4 and 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 14. So in that houses we are having some plants. So 0 to 2 houses they planted only one plant, and in the next column 2 and 1, 5, 6, 2, 3. In this manner we are having the data. So we need to conclude the answer. Here we have the data in this process. We need to arrange in the tabular formation for our convenient. I am writing the solution here. We are planning this one, so better to use the pencil while drawing the tables, and it is very easy to understand, and I am not taking any scale and pencil, just explanation purpose I am using this. You should use the ruler and the pencil for better presentation in the examination. So we are having houses. We should convert the houses in the class intervals, and plants we need to take that houses plants are in the frequencies. We will take this one as frequency, and we need to get some details from the frequencies. Class marks, this is we are denoting with the xi, and coming to the next column we need to multiply the frequencies with the class marks, then we'll get fi xi. So class intervals means we are taking 0 to 2 and we are having frequency means 1 plant, and 2 to 4 we are having 2, and 4 to 6 we are having again 1, and 6 to 8 we are having 5 plants, and 8 to 10 we are having 6 plants, and 10 to 12 we are having 2 plants, 12 to 14 we are having 3 plants. So in this manner we need to arrange the data for get the result. So in the question he is asking mean means average of the plants, averagely how much they are planting in the each house we are getting from their frequencies. Frequencies here nothing but plants, and class intervals are nothing but number of houses. So class mark, what is the meaning of the class mark here? So whenever we are taking the class mark, we need to choose the class interval. The middle value of the class interval is called class mark. So otherwise we can say average of the class interval. So here we are taking, it is the 1, 0 to 2, 0 plus 2 by 2, we are having 2. So I am giving here calculation xi means we are taking average of class interval we can take. So here average how can we take? 0 plus 2 by 2 is equal to 0 by 2, 0 plus 2, 2 by 2 will be 1. In the first row we are having here xi means this is the x1 row we are taking. In the same manner we are checking that 2 plus 4 for the second row, and average we are taking 6 by 2, then we are having 3. 2 ones are 2 threes are. So here we are having the value is here 3 class mark. In this manner we need to take here 5 we are having, and 7 we are having, and here 10 plus 8, 18 by 2, 9 we are having 22, means we are having here 11, and 26 by 3, then we are having 13. So in this manner we need to get the class marks exercise, and we need to multiply the values. So 1 into 1, 1, and 2 3s are 6, 5 into 1, 5, 7 5s are 35, and 6 9s are 54, and 11 2s are 22, and 13 3s are 39 we are having. So we need to get here summation fi, means we need to add these values, and summation fi xi we need to get. So by adding these we will get the summation, means sum of the frequencies, sum of the product of the class marks and the frequencies we are taking here. So 1 plus 2 3 plus 1 4, 9, 15 and 17, total should be 20 here we are having. And coming to the here 7, 12 and 35 plus 12, 47, and we are having 54 and 22, and we are having 39. By adding these we will get 162. But here we are taking the mean. In general situation we are taking the ungrouped data mean. Definition is different and formula is different, and here it is a grouped data we are using. In one condition we are taking x bar, we are having here summation fi by fi xi by summation fi. This is the formula we need to get the value for the given data. So we are using here this formula only. So here we are having summation fi xi is 162, then summation fi is nothing but we are having 20. So by cancellation we will get here the value is 20 ones are 20, 20 8s are 160, then we are taking point, then it will become as 20, 20 ones are 20 we are having. So in this manner we are calculating, then we are having the mean of the data is 8.1. So in this process we need to get the solution. This is the one of the problem by using the tabular formation to get the mean. So we will go for the next problem here. In a retail market, fruit vendors were selling oranges kept in packing baskets. These baskets contained varying number of oranges. The following was the distribution of oranges. From the data, find the mean number of oranges kept in the each basket. Which method of the finding the mean did you choose? He is asking which method we need to get the mean. So we are having different methods, which method we need to take here. So here using the step deviation method is better to find the mean of the oranges to arranging in the boxes. So what we are having, I am drawing here from the data. So he given oranges, writing here oranges, and baskets is given. So for each cases we are arranging 1 2 3 4 5 columns is given. I am drawing here 3 and 4. This is the column, writing these values here. So 10 to 14 and 15 to 19, 20 to 24 and 25 to 29, 30 to 34. Here we are having, and from the data we are having the baskets here 15, here 110 and 135 and 115 and 25. So this is the data we are having here. By using the data we need to find the step deviation method for the mean. We are taking first here we need to draw the table for our convenient to get the values. I am taking here, I am taking the oranges as class intervals, and here baskets I am taking as here frequencies f I am taking, and we need to get here some class marks. Here we are taking exercise, then we can say it is fi, and we need to take the step deviation method, means we are having mu I is equal xi minus a by h. This is the one of the method we need to find, and we are taking fi into ui. So class intervals I am writing here 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29 and 30 to 34. So what we need we are writing in the basically in the table, and what we are having the frequencies I am writing here 15, 110, 125, 115 and 25 we are having. So from the data we need to take the values, that is the class marks. Here 24 by 2 we are having 12, and here 34 by 2 17, 44 by 2 22, and here we are having 27. So here 40 plus 54, then we are having 27, and 64, 32 we need to take the class marks. Then we need to get here mu I is equal to xi minus a by h. Here where we are having a is the assumed mean we are taking. How can we choose the assumed mean? Means in the class mark the lowest value and in the highest value is defined. This is the better way to choose that. Here class marks 12, 17, 22, 27, 32. Here in the all class marks 17 is the smaller than the highest values, and it is the greater value of the lowest value. So we can consider this one as here having the a as here assumed mean is we are taking a, here we are choosing. So in this manner only we can choose. So 12, 17, 22, 27, 20, 32. In that all cases we are taking the almost it is in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basic terms we are having odd numbers. From the odd numbers we need to take the middlemost value as the assumed mean. We are using that condition, and here we are taking the h means the length. We are having the class interval, difference of the class interval. So in this manner we are taking. So we got the clear information here about the a and h and xi fi. So by taking this one, after getting the value we need to multiply frequencies with the mu I. So from that values we are having here. So let a is equal to 22 and h is equal. So here how can we take 14 minus 10 is equal to 4. This is the h value, and we are having the fi's x's. Then we need to get mu I means this is the mu1 means we are taking the first row. So how should we take? Here we are having the xi as 22 minus, and here we are taking 12 minus 22, then we are having minus 10, and by h we are having, so we will think by h we are using here 4. So by 4 we are taking, then we are having here 12, xi is 12 and a is minus 22 and h is 4. We are having 12 minus 22. Here we are having only minus 10. Minus 10 we are dividing with the 4. So how can we get the xi here? 4 ones are 4, 2.5 are we are taking. So we need to write the value here minus 2.5, and we need to take mu2 for the second row. We are having xi is here 17 minus 22 by 4, and we are having minus 5 by 4, and we need to cancel this one. 4 ones are 4, 1 and 25, 1.25. So minus 1.25. So better to take here 50, nothing will happens. So in this manner we need to get the values mu3. Here 22 minus 22 by 4 is nothing but 0 by 4 is nothing but 0. So we are taking here, and mu4 we are having here 27 minus 22 by 4, and we are having 5 by 4 means then 1.25 we are having by cancellation, and mu5 we are having 32 minus 22 by 4, then we are having here 10 by 4, again we are having minus 2.5. So I am taking here 1.25 and minus 2. Here sorry plus is the place value, and the 2 is more than 22, and then we are having here by multiplying these we will get 10 into 2.5. So I am doing here all calculations here. I am doing fi mu I is nothing but 12 into 0.10 into 2.5 minus 2.5. So 15 5s are 2.5. 15 5s are 75 and 37. So minus 3.75 we are having. So in this manner we need to multiply, and 17 into 1.25, this is f1 mu1, and we need to get f2 mu2 and f3 mu3. We are having 22 into 0, and f4 mu4 we are having 27. Here we are taking f and mu I now. So 17 here 110, so not 17, 110 into minus 1.25 and 135 into 0 and 115 into 1.25, and f5 mu5 is equal to 35 into 2.5. So 135 into 0, 0 we are having, and so 143 point. We are multiplying here by using these condition calculations. We are getting the multiplication f1 mu1 is nothing but first row 15 into minus 2.5. We are having minus 3.75, and here 110 into 1.25 we are having minus 137.5, and here the value is 0, and here 143.75, and here the value is 62.5. So in this manner we need to get the values. So after getting these values we need to use the formula. So I'm here giving the step deviation method. Mean formula is nothing but here a plus summation f5 mu I by summation f5 into h. So this is the formula we need to find the step deviation method. So we need to substitute the add values, means we need to get the sum of these fi's and sum of these values. Already we are having the a value and h value already we assumed here. So by adding that 15 plus 110 plus, so by adding these we are having 15 plus 110 plus 135 plus 115 plus 25 is nothing but 400 we are having. And coming to the, so here we are having, this is the 65. So we are substituting the value here. Therefore x bar is equal to a is 22 plus the value is here 65. Summation of f5 mu I is 65, and by summation fi 100 into h is we are having here 4. By calculation we are having here 22 plus, so I'm cancelling here 4 ones are 4 hundreds are, and 5 ones are 5 threes are, and 5 20s are we are having. So after calculation I'm having here 13 by 20. Then by taking the LCM we are having 440 plus 13 by 20. So after calculation we are having 453 by 20. Then how can we get 453 by 2? By cancellation we are having here, and the value is so 22 is 400 and 22 is 40. Then 22 2s is better, 22 20 is 440 point, and 13 approximately 20 by 13 means we are having 25. Approximately we are having, this is the mean value. So averagely they are planting each and every house 22 to 22.25 plants. So for each and every class interval having 15 plants, baskets arranges we are arranging, means we need to arrange the oranges in a box 22 or 23 or 21. In this manner we are finding the assumed mean. By taking the values we can find the value. So the assumed value 22 is nearby our mean value, then our assumption is. So coming to our next problem from the textbook, we are having here the following table shows the ages of the patients admitted in the hospital during a year. The ages are also given and the number of patients also given in the table. And what we need to find the mode and the mean of the data given above. Compare and interpret the two measures of central tendencies. So already we know about the central tendencies, which are called central tendencies. Mean, median, mode are called central tendencies, but he is asking only the mean and mode of the data. So from the data we need to write these values here. So age and patients I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we are having. In the data we are having here, this is the age group in between what we are having. In the patients we are having. So I'm taking the ages between 5 to 15 and 15 to 25 and 25 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55, 55 to 65 age group we are having. And patients we are having in particular age 5 to 15 years we are having 6 year 11 and 21, 23, 14 and 5. This is the data we are having here. So from the data we need to find the mean. Mode means we are using here mode formula is here L plus F1 minus F0 by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H we are using, and mean we are having, that is x bar is equal, we are using summation Fy xi by summation Fi. So these are the two formulas we are using here. So clearly I will explain about that all terms whatever we are having in the formulas. So before going to that, we need to arrange the data in the tabular formation. So I'm taking here. So I'm taking here ages are class intervals and patients are frequencies, and we need to get here the class mark also, which is nothing but exercise we are having, and after that we need to find the Fi xi product. So I'm writing the data age group 5 to 15 and 15 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55 and 55 to 65. So this is the data we are having in the question. So we need to take the frequencies also. Frequencies are nothing but here patients, number of patients in the particular age group we are having 6, 11, 21, 23, 14 and 5. So we know, we discussed in the previous problems how to find the class marks by taking the average of the class intervals. Here 10 plus 5, 20, 20 by 2 is 10 we are having. So here 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 we are having. These are the class marks. So how can we choose the class marks? Or if L is nothing but here I'm clearly explaining about that F0 and F1 and F2, and already we know about the H. So these are the terms we are having L, F1, F0 to H. So we need to take these values from the data. If we identify these values from the data, then we can find the mean and mode of the given data. So L is nothing but mode of the class we are finding. How should we take? So lower limit of the class of model class, this is the L. So how can we take lower limit? We need to take, before going to take that values, so we need to find the height. Class interval length we are having is 10. Difference 15 minus 5 is 10 we are having. This is the length of the class interval. And L is nothing but here we are having the lower limit of the model class. Here model class, how can we choose? So the maximum patients are in which age group having, that is the model class of the data. So here we are having the data is 35 to 45 we are having more patients admitted. So this is the, we are taking 35 as the length ARL we are taking lower limit. So this is the model lower class limit. So model lower class limit we are taking the L, and after choosing that particular value whatever we are having, that is the F1 we need to take, and preceding and predecessing values we are taking. This is the F0, this is the F2 we are having. So in this manner we are finding the values, we can identify the data. So by taking these values, by substituting in the given formula, then we can identify the mean and mode. So we got almost L and F0, F1, F2, H values. Only the one thing we are having to multiply the values here. So here 60, 6 into 10, and here we are having 220 and 630 and 2430 or 920, 2340, 920, and 14.5 we are having 700, and we are having 300. So we need to get the sum of the Fi's and Xi's. I am taking here. So 60, 220, 630, 920, 700, 300 is nothing but 2830. So this is the sum we are having. Here we need to take the values here 6, 11, 21, 23, 14 and 5 is nothing but here we are having 80. That sum should be here we are having 80. And if we know these values, we need to get the calculation part of that. So we need to write that F0 is 21 and F1 is 23 and F2 is 14, and L value is given we are having here. This is 35. So therefore we need to find the mode by substituting the values. 35 plus F1 minus F0, 23 minus 21, we are having only the value is 2, by 2 times of F1 we are having 2, F1 is equal to 2 into F1 is 23, 46 we are having, and we need to take the F0 is nothing but 21 and F2 is 14, and we are having the height is here 10. So after substituting these values by calculations, cancellations and multiplications, additions, subtractions, whatever you are having in this formula, so finally you will get the value here 36.8 years, and we need to find the mean also. So we need to take the X bar is nothing but we are having the value is 2830 bar, it is the mean we are finding, and the value is here we are having 80, and by cancelling these values we are having, after calculation of that, we are having 35.37 years. So we observe here mode is smaller than mean. So most of the cases the mode of the data is smaller than the mean of the data we observed in the data. So means most of the patients repeatedly admitted in the hospital are mode only, means management members admitted in the particular hospital or in the particular locality are less than mean. Go for the next problem here. So we are having, if the median of 60 observations given below is 28.5, find the value of X and Y from the data. Is given the data, I am writing here. So class intervals is given, and frequency also given. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns we are having. So in the 6 columns we need to write class intervals 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. So we are having here frequencies are 5, X, 20, 15, Y and 5. So from the data we need to calculate here. First we need to arrange the data in the tabular formation. So I'm taking class intervals here, CI, and the frequencies we are having, and we need to get the cumulative frequency, and here we are having the frequencies. So 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60 we are having the data. Here we need a median. We need to find median. We are taking L plus n by 2 minus CF by frequencies and product of the height h. We are using the formula that here height should be multiplied with n by 2 minus CF by f. So from that, in the previous problem, how I explained the L, how should we take the L value. This is the same procedure to get the L value, and to CF means cumulative frequencies. I will explain here. We are writing that frequencies as 5x, 20 and 15, y and 5. So cumulative frequencies means we need to take less than cumulative or greater than cumulative. That is our choice. He is not mentioned. You should find the cumulative frequency higher or lower. So that is our chance, means we need to add upwards to downwards. Then we are having here, we should take the first cumulative frequency as 5. By adding this, we are having 5 plus x. After adding this, 25 plus x, 25 plus x plus 20, 20 plus 5, 25 plus x, and 40 plus x, and 40 plus x plus y, and here 45 plus x plus y we are having. This is the way we can arrange the cumulative frequencies. So here we are taking n is nothing but summation of n is equal to summation of frequencies. So how many frequencies we are having? Already he given median of 60 students. Then we should consider this one as 60, and but n by 2 we need, then 60 by 2 is equal to 30, and height also we are having. So how can we take? We are having here, that is the height 10 we are having, and here we need to get the L value, that is in between the values is here. L is 20 we are taking, and L is equal to 20 we are taking. So these sum should be equal to the 60 students. Therefore we need to take 45 plus x plus 5 is y is equal to 60. From that we need to take x plus y value is nothing but 60 minus 45, then x plus y is equal to 15. So you will think this one as one equation, but given median here, given median as 28.5. So this median lies between, in this class interval 20 between 30. So after adding 25 plus x value, then we will get the median. So this is the way we can identify the L value, lower limit of the particular median of the data. And we need to substitute the values here. Cumulative frequencies, here we are taking this one as CF, we are taking cumulative frequency. So after substituting the values, therefore we are taking the median in the formula L of L plus n by 2 minus CF by f, and h we are taking. So I'm taking L is here, how much we are having, 20 plus n by 2 means 30 we are having, and cumulative frequency we are taking 5 plus x by we are having the frequency here. It is nothing but sum should be, we are taking 20, it is considered as here frequency we are taking one. So here we are taking 20, and height we are having here 10. After calculation we will get the value here. Already median is given 28.5. So I'm multiplying with the 10 to the complete numerator, then we are having. So in this manner we are taking, means then we are having the value here. So after application of this complete solution, we are having the x value is by taking 8, and y value is 7 we are having. So this is the way we can find the value. Use just to simplify this, then you will get the answer. Go for the next problem here. The following distribution gives the daily income of 50 workers of a factory. A daily income in rupees is given to 300 rupees up to 500 rupees, and number of workers in particular amount those who are taking is given, and convert the distribution above to a less than type cumulative frequency distribution, and we need to draw the O-give. So I'm taking the data here. 250 to 300 rupees, and 300 to 350, and 350 to 400, and 400 to 450, and 450 to 500 rupees, those who are taking. Here income, and here workers. In between we are having 12, here 14, and here 8, here 6, here 10 members. So we need to arrange the data in a particular manner. So I'm taking here data is here. I'm taking class intervals, and frequencies I'm taking as workers, and we need to arrange cumulative frequencies, and we need to take the points also to represent in the graph. So we are taking less than cumulative means we need to take the data as by changes. So less than we are taking, so 300 below. So in all cases we are taking less than 400 and less than 500 we are having. So 300 we are having, then less than means we are taking here 350. Here we are having 400 and less than 450 and less than 500. In this manner we are arranging the cumulative data. So we are having here frequencies 12, 14, 8, 6 and 10. So cumulative frequency means we are coming upwards to downwards by adding that all. So should take the 12 is the first one, and by adding 14 to 12 then we are having 26, and we are having 34, and by adding 6, 40, and we are having 50 by adding 10. So how can we take? We are values less than means 300, and this cumulative we are taking 12, and here 350, and the value is 26, and here the third one 434, 450 and 40, and we are having 500, and these are the points we are taking to represent to plot the points in the graph. So here we are having the condition on x-axis. Always we need to take upper limits, and 1 centimeter is equal to, we are taking here 50 units, and on y-axis we need to take the less than cumulative frequencies. 1 centimeter is equal to, we are having 5 units. So if we arrange this one, that scale accuracy values, then we can represent the data. So here I'm not using any ruler, just approximately I'm explaining how should we arrange the data. So everyone knows this is the x and this is the y axis. So on that x and y axis we need to take the upper limits, and this is the always we are taking less than cumulative frequencies, upper cumulative frequencies. So we are taking the x-axis values each and every time 5 units, 5, 10, 15, 20. So for our convenience it is better. So we are having here 50 and 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350. So we are having the values, x values on for the data 50 units we are taking. So here we need to take the values here. Each and every case we are having here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So by that we can arrange the data here. In between 300 means what we are having here, the value is 12. So 10 above, and 300 means we are having here in between. So if we extend this one, you will get the values here. So I'm taking here 400, 450, 500, 550 and 600. So coming to the 350, here we need to take 26, then you are getting here the value is here, and therefore 400 we are having 34. So here we are having approximately I'm taking, and 450 we are having here 40, then here we are having up to here, and we need to extend these values also up to 50 or 100. And for the 500 we are having here 50 will get here. So after extending this value also we can choose by joining this. We need to arrange this one as a smooth curve. So up to point, these points only you can arrange the less than cumulative. So in this manner we can arrange the cumulative frequency. So we'll arrange the one more problem for the greater than cumulatives. So we are having the following table gives production yield per hectare of the wheat of 100 farms of a farmers of a village is given. So here given the production yield 52 80 is given, and number of farmers 2% to 38% he mentioned. Change the distribution to the more than cumulative frequency distribution and draw the OGIV he is asking. So I'm taking the data directly here. Production is given and more than cumulative frequencies is given. So farmers is given. From the production and farmers we need to find the more than cumulatives and points. More than he given. So each and every case we need to write more than 50, 55, more than 60, 65, 70 and 75. More than, here also more than, and here also more than. So here given the farmers 2, 8, 12, 24, 38 and 16. So we are having the productions, so more than cumulatives we are taking, and farmers also we are having. So more than cumulative is asking means we need to take downwards 16. By adding 38 we are having 54 and 78, and we are having here 90 and here 98, then here 100. So more than cumulative means then we are taking here 50 and 100 points, and 55, 98 and here 60, 90 and 65, 78 and 70, 54, 75, 16. So after adding this we need the scale factors. On x-axis we need to take 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units, and on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units to arrange the data. So it is the more than cumulative frequencies, and this is the lower limits taking, and we need to plot the points here by taking the values here. This is the 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we need to extend this one. $60, 65, 70, 75, and here also we need some values. So this arrangement is not clear to you, so better to use the graph sheet to arrange this. Just I am giving the example. So by taking this one we are having here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up to 100 you can take here to plot the points. Here on x-axis 50 we are having, and 100 where we are having here. We need to arrange the value here from upwards to downwards. We will get here. The value should be in this manner we are having. For the purpose of arrangement I am showing. So upwards to downwards we are having. This is the more than cumulative frequency. So if you are using the graph sheet you will get a particular OGIV. This is the way you will get the OGIV for this diagram. So while drawing the auger you should use the smooth arrangement of the OGIV. This is the way we can find the more than and less than cumulatives in the data. So just I am giving the example by showing in the white paper. Use the scale factors accurately and arrange the data in the proper manner and get the values and plot the points in the graph sheet. You will arrange the OGIVs also.